Well, did you hear that phenomenal intro? Did you see that video? Manning up in the kitchen. Wow, I got to dancing in this kitchen today. We thank God for blessing us to come back one more time to Manning Up in the Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Amir Tracy Muhammad. We're very grateful for you to come back. We got another special show. Very grateful for Brother Shafi Muhammad with Season 1, Episode 2, and Brother Dalton Johnson, Season 1, Episode 1. Manning Up in the Kitchen, back with you today. Another special guest, young man, Hanif Muhammad, cybersecurity enthusiast. I pray that you all had a very good weekend with your families, your friends, your loved ones. You got to go back, man. It ain't time for you yet. Bye. Get on back. No, you here now. He heard his name, but he don't play no games. Anyway, I'm still going to introduce you. Hanif Muhammad, very young, beautiful spirit, well educated, not just in books, but spiritually. Very good young man from Huntsville, Alabama. Again, we had his twin brother 2 weeks ago. Thank God for him. He was at UAB School of Optometry. As you all know, cybersecurity is way up here right now with a lot of identity thefts going on, a lot of people being victimized through their bank accounts and other areas dealing with very invaluable, even hospitals. A lot of things that are taking place throughout this country and the world are being compromised through something that's very good for us, technology. It's a blessing, but there are those who want to take something good to also cause people harm. Well, today we have Hanif Muhammad. Run back there right quick to the side. Yeah, and he coming right back. Hey, good. See, that's his grand entrance. Yeah, track star, medalist, used to be high school, and also he had the honor of going to Jackson State.
Yes, sir.
Where he matriculated, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Hanif.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Manning Up in the Kitchen.
Pleasure to be here, sir.
How does it feel to be here and Manning Up in the Kitchen?
It feels great.
Something y'all always want to do, right?
Yes,
no,
sir.
no, it's an honor, beyond words, to have you here caught doing something sweet.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're doing something very sweet. We may let you taste something sweet, you know.
Hopefully.
If you do good doing this interview.
Yes,
No pressure on you now.
Yes, sir.
But you have represented yourself and your family and the Nation of Islam, your community, very well as a young man. You have done everything, as well as your brother, that every parent would like for their children to do. They may not do the same thing, but we all wish our children to be successful. As you know, your honorable father, your great student minister, community activist, Philip Muhammad, you know, he and I was the best of friends. And so, you know, you being his seed. When I see you, I see him.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So, and when I saw Brother Shafi, welcome to Manning Up in the Kitchen. Why don't you tell everybody that don't know who you are, you can come up a little bit. Okay. Tell them who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hanif Muhammad.
Hey.
What do I do? I'm in cybersecurity, and so I work for a company, and that's what I do, like cybersecurity. And the one area of work that I do right now is really in compliance, making sure that if, say, a certain system is out of compliance, we're going to like shut them down. And we have like certain badges that we do. This is like one aspect that I do. I'm from Huntsville, Alabama. I went to Jackson State University, and I got a degree in computer science there. And then I got a degree in cybersecurity and information assurance from Western Governors University. And yeah, and that's where I am right now in terms of my education. And let me know if there's any more information that
you don't have to ask me that. I got you. I have a vested interest in keeping you talking, okay?
Yes, sir.
You probably gonna talk more than I've heard you talk, because you don't talk a whole lot,
Yes, sir.
but you do a whole lot. So with cybersecurity, you're in a place called Huntsville, Alabama,
Yes, sir.
the Space and Rocket place.
Right.
So that's pretty big in that area, North Alabama. We know that's like a hub for technology
Yes, sir.
and security. What does it really mean to you to be in such a place? But Redstone Arsenal and other places, when you was a child or older, that you passed by that big rocket. You remember that?
Yes,
What
sir.
kind of feelings came on your mind? Was this is something cybersecurity was something you always wanted to do? Or?
All right, so that's a really good question. And so being in that environment, cybersecurity was always an intention of mine to do. In fact, when we were in, I think, 8th grade, we did my brother and my friend, we did a presentation on like cybersecurity. And so ever since then, I've liked cybersecurity. And of course, the environment really influenced me. And see the Space and Rocket Center, and then I hear every day, I hear something about cybersecurity and this and that. And so being in that environment or that technical environment really helped nurture my love for cybersecurity.
Well, I thank God for that question, because I don't have anything written down, but it seemed like that was very pertinent to really get what got you so interested in cybersecurity and technology. So going to Jackson State, what did it mean to be at Jackson State? Especially with Coach Prime as actually, but what did it mean being that college setting, a very small town, very historical town, but at the same time, what did it mean? And what does it mean now more since you look back on the whole experience?
It was pretty, I guess the word is surreal. It was pretty good, and everybody there, looked like me, coming from my high school. It was predominantly white, so I felt more comfortable with the people that were there. And then, it was pretty fun too, and I had some fun memories with the professors, and it was so funny. And then I had some classes with my brother. It was really fun. And then we went through a whole ice storm there. At Jackson State University, it was a whole ice storm, and then that was horrible. But I went through a lot of trials and tribulations while I was down there at Jackson State. But I'm glad that I was able to graduate with my degree, and that everybody can say that they were able to graduate. And so overall, it was a good experience.
Well, you had the benefit as a child, whose mother and father who had certain means. What did it mean to be, at Jackson State during the time of the ice storm? And maybe I know there was a water problem one time, and even with the dorms. What did it mean from not having to experience that per se to being able to experience that, and what has it done for you?
Yes. So having to go through that, it helped give me more appreciation to the small things in life. And I was talking to one of my coworkers, or she's more like a coach in my work. And then I was telling her about how our HVAC was like on the fritz, and was like, wasn't working. And we finally got it fixed. And then she was telling me about how in other countries, some people, they don't like majority of them, they don't even have like HVAC systems, stuff like that, and they just use fans. And then so I was just reflecting on how blessed I was to even have water in the first place, because some people don't even have water. And so it gives me more. I said the word before, but I forgot the word I said.
Right.
More appreciation.
Right. Well, how did it feel to be there with Coach Prime during the time of the football games and the hype? How was that part?
Yeah, it was pretty good, but I didn't really watch football that much, so I didn't really.
I wasn't gonna tell everybody that.
I didn't really know who he was until I got there. Then everybody's like, "You're there, Dion, Dion this and Dion that." Like, who is this guy? But he was pretty cool, and he had a guard dog with him and security with him the whole time. And then I only saw him once, and like in person, near, I forgot the building it was, but he was over there, and then I said, "How you doing?" And he said, "Hey, how you doing?" And so yeah, it was pretty cool.
Right. What does it mean to see him? A lot of people sad that he left the HBCU and went to Colorado. Did you get to see how he was doing in Colorado with his boys?
Yes,
You
sir.
know, how do you think he's done so far at Colorado?
He definitely was doing positive. I know he came to the Jackson State program, and then whatever the record was, he improved it. Just look at the numbers, he improved it, and then he's doing it for his sons, and so he went to Colorado, and then he definitely improved their program too. I'm pretty sure they were negative in their
Right.
season before, and then they came back. When he came like in mid-season, then they like a little bit of improvement, and then after when like a whole new season, it was like a whole new team, and so it was pretty good to see the improvement that he was able to bring to the program.
Well, actually, they were down a lot of seasons before he got there. So if he had won 2 games, it'd been like, hey, Coach Saban, you know what I mean? But anyway, he did, very well. I want to get back to cybersecurity. There's a lot of people. I had probably more shares about this one because I think it catches a lot of people's attention, especially when they saw you on that young man, black man. I have to say that because, as I mentioned on the show, the School of Optometry with your brother, there are not a lot of blacks in the School of Optometry, and there are not a lot of blacks in cybersecurity. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
So, what does it mean to be who you are, black man, and but also what responsibility do you feel that you have to try to educate other blacks, to of the importance of getting involved in studying cybersecurity?
Right. Okay.
Come up a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, we can have a seat if you like. Yeah, after you. Have a seat. After the game. There you go. So,
Yeah.
So,
being in cybersecurity, it's pretty fun. What do I feel my responsibility for people that look like me? I give one example that hits home. One day, my dad, he was trying to do something on Cash App, and then he like looked up the number for Cash App, but of course, on Cash App they don't have a phone number, and then scammers they like got it to be listed on Google when you scroll down so much and so he caught that number. Then they were about to get scammed from that, and so just seeing.
You said it was about.
Yeah, he was about to.
So, who intervened?
So he called them. Then he was on the phone with them, and then the stereotype. They have the accent, and then he was talking to them, and then I was like, wait, I heard him. I'm like, what the heck? What are you talking about? And then he was like, it sounded like real sketchy, and then so we stopped our conversation, and then they just hang up the phone on him, and of course they try to call him back and stuff like that. But yeah, just situations like that hit close to home, and I don't want anybody to go through that same thing. It was kind of stressful, just people they prey on people that don't know any better, especially elderly people, and so yeah.
Yeah, so you was a savior.
I tried.
Let's see how humble he is. You didn't throw your dad under the bus. But I was gonna get you. But anyway, beautiful spirit. And so I want to say, ask you something. Being in cybersecurity in your work, how has the training that you received in the nation dealing with security and our general orders, how has that helped being more security minded with cybersecurity and even other ways?
Okay. One thing I can say is to take charge of this post, not to go properly in view, and then you can apply some of these teachings, like the general orders, to certain concepts in cybersecurity, and then there's a rule in cybersecurity called I think it's called principle of least privilege, or there's a rule, but there's certain the general orders, you can take some of those and then take certain rules in cybersecurity, and then they correlate to each other, and then you can apply those rules to how do I word this? For example, you guys were having issues with the. Oh, can I say this?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's
I
like
don't know. What are you gonna say? But go ahead. No, go ahead.
so there's like issues with the passwords or whatever for the account, and then so with the example principle of least privilege, then it'll be certain. It'll be like only one person can like is able to change the password, and then so yeah, it's hard for me to make a correlation, but
There is a correlation.
yes.
All right. Well, your mother,
Yes, sir.
Sister Deidre Muhammad, how has she been instrumental in your continuation? I have not talked. I didn't talk with Shafi about this. How has she been? How instrumental has she been in your progression with the transition of your father, and continue on in what he knew that what he had instilled in you and your brother? How instrumental has she's Sister Deidre Muhammad been in that process?
With
The continuing your school and what you're doing now.
So she was there from the start, you know. After I graduated, she basically got me my first internship with Google, and then that was a pretty fun internship.
She did what?
She basically got me my first internship.
The first internship, you know.
Yes, sir.
Well, his mother, Sister Deidre, is a counselor in a high school in Huntsville, and she's been doing it forever. And she's been very instrumental in helping a lot of students navigate the process of going to college. And she's been very helpful with that. So when you mentioned that part, Google,
yes, sir.
It's good. I'm so glad that God blessed her, that she's helped so many other students and children. She's been able to help you,
yes, sir,
and your brother in the development.
Right, yes, sir.
Yeah. So how's your mama doing? She gonna get a kick out of us talking about her on the show, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. She's doing well. We're getting ready for a vending event in Chicago soon, and then she's doing her own little thing, making candles and stuff. And that's why she's not here right now. She's working.
Right.
And so she's doing really well. Yeah, and then just to go back, so she helped me give me my first internship,
mm-hmm.
and then because she basically kind of like applied for me for the internship and stuff like that. And then so I did that, and then after I even graduated Jackson State University, she basically was the one to kind of like get me to go for my master's in cybersecurity, and then of course because she's a doctor, and then while I think I was in high school, I can't remember, but she was working on her doctorate, and so she was a good example for that, and so yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't know he was gonna say. If I knew he was gonna say all that, I would, she's getting a kick out of that,
yes,
and she's more than deserving.
Yes, sir.
Of whatever you say, especially coming, I can say it or anybody else when it comes from your child, and they show the gratitude the way you have with her and even your father. You say to God be the glory.
Yes, sir.
We're about to let you taste this supreme, awesome blueberry bean pie.
Yes, sir.
In a minute, because you caught doing something sweet.
I'm trying.
So at least we can just let you taste something that we put together.
I'm trying to leave.
Taste with, you can't take it all, just one slice, okay? Just kidding. But you have any parting words that you would like to say to some parents or either young people that are watching, how they can get involved, what steps that they can take if they like to get involved with cybersecurity?
All right. So if you would like to get involved in cybersecurity, of course, open source information is really good. Like just Google stuff that you want to learn, especially YouTube. That's where I learned a lot of stuff. YouTube, and there's a site called Try Hack Me. It's really.
You said try?
Yes, sir. Try Hack Me.
Try Hack Me. Okay.
And it's really good to get hands-on experience on the different things you want to do. And I remember. Oh, and there's also a site called Udemy, and they go over like a bunch of videos and they explain different things. And then I was on Udemy before. I was on one course, and then this guy, he was going over how to crack WPA. I think it was WPA. And then he had like a sniffer for the like Wi-Fi sniffer. It was really cool, and I got myself one. And so yeah, so there's a lot of open source information out there that you can learn. And I say YouTube is your best friend, and of course Udemy, Interact Me, and
that's YouTube.
U U UDEMY.
UDEMY.
EMY.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is good. I'm glad you just brought that up.
Yes, sir.
That ain't the parting words. The parting words is I forgot to mention to y'all. He built computers.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
You built your first computer a couple years ago?
Yes, I built my first computer when I was in college. I think maybe 2021 or 2022. It was during Thanksgiving break, and so I had ordered the parts like one by one, and then they were like I had them arrive at my house. And then for Thanksgiving break, I drove. We came home for Thanksgiving break from college, and I built the PC at my house, and then took the PC back to me in college, and then so that's my first one. And then after that, I did like some upgrades, like I upgraded the case. And then after that, I took everything out the old case and put in a bunch of new stuff in there. And yeah.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
You know, if I let you taste this pie, will you build me a computer? You don't have to answer right now. That's something you think about. No. This is your pie to taste.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I hope that it meets what your palate desires right now.
Yes, sir.
You've had the blueberry bean pie on the plane, the boat.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You haven't had this.
No, sir.
Yeah. Caught doing something sweet. I didn't mean to stop you. I don't see that. What that say? Make that a little higher. Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Scale of 1 to 10. What would you give that?
9.5.
9.5.
Yes, sir.
Well, if you weren't so smart, you would have said 10. Nah. You taste that little bit I didn't put in there. But anyway, thank you for that 9.5. That's like a 15 coming from you, though. Oh, boy.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard from our special guest, Hanif Muhammad, cybersecurity enthusiast. You heard from this brilliant young man. How old are you?
24.
He's 24. Your twin brothers, how old? No, I got it. He's 24 too. But these young, beautiful black men who are doing exceptional things, and that's just going on all over the country. And it's not just them. There are other young people that are doing great things who aspire to do great things. God is blessing them. So, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, the host, Amir Tracy Muhammad, Chef Amir Tracy Muhammad, Man Up in the Kitchen. Thank you once again for tuning in to our live broadcast today, season 1, episode 3, Man Up in the Kitchen. Caught doing something sweet. We have our guest who's about to head back to Huntsville with only one piece of pie.
Oh,
No, the rest of the pie is yours too, okay? You already know that, right?
yes, sir.
But anyway, brother, it's an honor to see you here today, how you've grown and still growing. May Allah continue to bless you and keep you and protect you and your family.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, sir.
The honor is mine, the pleasure is mine. Caught doing something sweet, manning up in the kitchen. Thank you again. See you in about 2 weeks. To God be the glory.